Hey guys, got a bonus video for you. This is David at the worst YouTube channel ever. Thought we would take a look at some of the progress on the customs that Mick67 sent me, but before we get started, take a look at these two Hot Wheels. One is a treasure hunt, pretty cool Studebaker Avanti. I believe this one is from 2011. It is a treasure hunt and really well done. Gold rail riders on it, full detail front and rear. Just a really cool car to begin with, one of my favorites. This other one is a entertainment series from the James Bond line. This Lotus Esprit SI, one of my favorite castings, in fact my favorite casting, and this one is from 2015. So why am I showing these? These are two other additions to my 500 subscriber giveaway box that I'm putting together. So I will put those to the side and we'll hit that when the time comes. So these are some of the ones that Mick sent me. This first is a Volkswagen 1600T. This is the before picture and this is what we've got now. I've sprayed it in silver, added a license plate, chromed the front light, lights, added some green light white wall wheels. Not a lot I could do with this glass. It was pretty scuffed up. Rear has been chromed out as well as some light detail as well. Little chrome on the bumper, and we've got this old Matchbox looking pretty good. I like how this one came out. So Volkswagen 1600T. So I'll show you pictures of the before and after as we go along. Up next is a Ford GT90. This was from the video of the mail call from Mick67. And here is how it looks now. Online I found some pictures of the actual vehicle. They were mainly white for the most part. This one is silver. You can see the blue Ford emblem on the front. These low profile wheels from Hot Wheels seem to fit the casting. You can see a little bit of the reflection of the tail lamp detail that I did. That is a Sharpie marker over a chrome. This one rolls. It has not a whole lot of detail, but we did have to paint that crazy orange windscreen black. Up next is a Ford GT40. This is a late 60s model, and as these are for Mick, I did this one in his own race cars livery. This is a pattern that Mick has on his actual race car back home in England. So I thought it was appropriate, and I had a few extra decals laying around. So Mick, here is your Ford GT40 with the banger livery. Hope you like it. These are some real riders off of a Hot Wheels premium Porsche 935, I believe. And hope you like it. I really like how this one came out. A little bit of clear coat, a little bit of engine detail in chrome that you can see. Pretty cool little GT40. It rolls pretty well. Up next, you guys remember this Peugeot 206 rally car from Real Toy. This one has great interior, has red bucket seats. I had some leftover Martini Racing livery decals laying around. They were a little rough, so this one is, it's almost race worn the way the decals kind of fell apart on me, but I thought it still came out okay. These have Hot Wheels real riders from a Subaru WRX, I believe. Here you go. This is a Real Toy. Just one screw on this one. You can see the tire tread. Pretty nice wheel set for this one. But the actual Peugeot 206 rally car did have white wheels, so I wanted to make it as close to authentic as I can. I didn't see any in the Martini livery. So that's just what I had laying around. Up next is this crazy wigwam camper. This is an old Matchbox and not a lot I could do with it. The base nearly fell apart as I was putting it, or taking it apart rather. You can see I had a time just keeping it together. It ended up being a lot of glue. This is a Corgi Junior's Wigwam Van Camper. Basically just a blue respray. Tried to honor the detail on the interior. I left the tablecloth. It had a darker interior, so I painted it light to maybe be a little bit more visible. Nothing I could do with this yellow glass on that one because I wanted it to still be able to be seen inside. This Majorette Mercedes was one a couple of guys were looking forward to, and I really like how it came out. Went with a silver paint job, a classic Benz look. It had that crazy orange glass. I have to paint that black, or to me, it just looks ridiculous. I glued the doors shut, as I did all the ones with opening doors. Added a license plate, a little bit of color on the tail lamps. This is a Majorette. I don't know if I said that incorrectly earlier. The rail riders from Greenlight seem appropriate for this year. This is a Mercedes 450, I believe. And I like the silver. I like the red interior. It pops through the window. Just like how this Benz came out. Hope you guys like it as well. Put a self-tapping screw in this one. Save me a little bit of trouble. So up next is one that was not a gift from Mick. This is one I'm throwing in. Mick has told me that he needs a shop truck for the UK branch of Brookstone Customs. So this is a truck I'm throwing in as a bonus. It is a 19 Ford Ranger Raptor. It's got the Brookstone Customs livery on it with the crazy flames, some stripes on the hood, and just a cool Raptor. I like the wheels. They seem to work with it. They are Greenlight wheels as well. Most of these will have Real Riders or rubber tires on them. I'm out of wheels as I think about it now. So tail lamps, Ford logo on the tailgate, and pretty cool casting from Hot Wheels. Up next is a vehicle I had no idea even existed. This Lancia Monte Carlo is one that I really got into the more I worked on it, and I went with this blue. It's got a lot of detail on the front, chrome. There's several pieces you have to put together on this casting. This casting is huge. These are actually, I believe they are almost truck tires from a wheel set from Greenlight, like an off-road truck. Again, Lancia Monte Carlo, Majorette, and it's a pretty big casting. These wheels, while they might go on a Jeep normally, they fit this car. You can't really see it, but there is orange and red lamp detail on that. The base has been painted black, like a matte finish. You can see a little bit of indicator light detail right there, as well as that black piece that sits behind the windshield. Now, if you recall in the picture, that had orange glass as well, so we had to go with a black tinted window look. Here's the vehicle in real life that I based it on, and really cool car. Ford F40 is up next from Matchbox. This one didn't need a whole lot of work on the body. Outstanding casting. I had the silver paint out, so I said why not. Had these wheels from a Hot Wheels Premium. I think it was actually a Lotus Esprit, the James Bond one, but they seem to be pretty close to the Ferrari 5-spokes. This one got a couple screws in the base, Matchbox, or maybe just one screw. I think the back slides in. You'll see Real Riders on it, black window that it came with, a little bit of detail work on the front headlamps, and the rear has orange on the outside, red on the inside, just like the real car, and a license plate. So happy with how this one came out. From the side, you can't tell that the wheel axles are a little bit short for the vehicle. Looks really cool from the side. Opel Senator is next on deck. This is I believe it's a Majorette. We'll see. No, it's an actual Siku. So I decided to honor the Siku wheels. Everyone that customizes likes the authentic Siku. They're very iconic. So I left them. It would have been a struggle to find some that big anyway. Went with silver again. I like silver on sedans. Added some black wash on the grille. Brought out the Opel logo, or badge rather. Indicator lights on the side. There's your Opel Senator metal base, couple screws, keep it together. We can take it apart and repaint it if we need. Tail lamps are authentic to the actual car. Orange up in one corner, red on the rest, and then a white backup light. So this had an interesting casting. Again, a lot of parts on it. These Siku were pretty complicated. Now this is a really cheap Porsche 911 diecast vehicle. Think 10 for $1. I happen to have some Porsche logos that I could throw on the side. I painted it white, a little bit of headlamp detail. There is absolutely no detail on the casting itself. In fact, the casting is so flimsy, this car probably weighs 1 gram. The neat thing is these come with screws already. I put some welly wheels on it and painted it black, and that's about as good as I could do on a really cheap diecast car. Same maker does this Enzo right here. Has the screws on the bottom, so just take it apart, repaint it, and I went with a white Enzo Ferrari. Hadn't seen one of those before. The white wheels from Hot Wheels, like a regular main line, complement it nicely. You can see a little bit of detail under the hood. You can see the red seats I've painted. Excuse me, the engine in the back, rather. I chromed it out. You can see a little bit through the window. And you got some tail lamp detail on the rear, as well as a little bit of black to accentuate the body. So, pretty cheap Chinese die-cast piece, but didn't come out terribly. I don't mind it at all. One of my favorites was this Pantera that was a matchbox, and these are huge castings, so it's tough to find wheels, but I did find some Hot Wheels gold wheels and tried to go with a real traditional red and black Pantera look. They've got, the real car has a black stripe, so I made a black decal for the hood, painted the base red, painted the car red, and set off the black louvered engine cover. Rear has some tail lamps, chrome exhaust, and a license plate. And I just really like how the gold Hot Wheels wheels looked on this one. This one rolls, it's got screws to keep it together. The casting is really chunky. It doesn't come together flush. You can see that in the original, but that one, I like it. I like how it came out. Up next was my second favorite one out of the whole group, this Citroen Diane, and we went with a deep forest green on it. So the green light wheels really helped this one. They're white, almost like dog dish wheels. You got a flat black finish on the top to simulate a canvas top. That came out okay. Added some rear detail on the tail lamps. I think I took off the tow hook, maybe, if I recall. Chrome on the door handles, and tried to get the Citroen badge on the grill with a little bit of headlamp detail. Really like that green. I don't know if it comes through on the screen, but it's a nice deep forest green. So this is where we're at so far. I literally just grabbed my hand in the box and pulled out. I wanted to show you some updates on the Johnny Lightning poker set ones, where I was lamenting over the shadow effect of the poker images on the vehicle. You can see the Escalade came out well. I've got a little bit more work to do on this 2000 GT. You can still see the A from the ace of diamonds, but for the most part they came off, and now we have really cool vehicles. So up next is one more picture of one that's in the works. This RX-7 is big. I'll have to look for some wheels that fit, but I think I'm going to go with a classic Mazda livery. Don't worry about those stripes on the front. They will be corrected. Hope you enjoyed this video. I've got more to share, and I'll get them out as soon as I can. Talk to you guys later.